Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again, folks. It's another beautiful night for our live stream as we dive into NXT tonight. Completely lost my mark. But yes, we are live, ready to go. It's going to be a fun one here at the Wrestling for Life Network, folks. Get in that chat, click all the buttons, make sure you like, share, subscribe. But strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream as we bring you WWE NXT tonight. Gonna be a fun one. Lots to talk about, lots to get into. A couple really good matches already announced for tonight. We're looking forward to this one. A new era in NXT, if you will. Oba's got a belt. Julia's got a belt. Corey Graves is piping off. There is so much to talk about, like I said. Get in that chat. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Remember, we want to see triple digits in this chat each and every night. So be a friend, tell a friend, and let's have some fun tonight. I will remind everyone out there, I am Mr. Everynight KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight KJ White. I'm Big Nick, and yes, we got the fallout from New Year's Evil, but I think we most importantly got to talk about a fallout with a commentator, my guy.
A commentator no more. He says, damn it, I am famous. Yeah, a lot of buzz today going around. I mean, obviously, we're going to talk about Oba. We're going to talk about Julia, a number one contender, Shotzi, Steph. But Adam Graves makes waves. Didn't mean for that to rhyme. But Adam Graves makes some waves today by saying, you know, imagine being so good at what you do that when the company comes to you and says, yeah, you're just not famous enough, we're going to pass on you. And he seems to be on the bitter bus. A lot of people buzzing about it. I had a theory right away. And then he showed up and said, tune in for more. I don't know. How you feeling, Nick? How you feeling?
Well, and then now there's the reports going around that he was spotted at the airport. He's done. They weren't planning for him to be there at all. There was only two chairs at the commentary desk. I think close to where I think this is a work 100%. I feel this is Corey Graves got cleared around the same time Nigel did, so he's cleared for in-ring action
earlier than that. I think, to be honest with you, my guy, like right? It's been a hot minute.
But so I think this could very much be setting up to a him versus McAfee thing. This could involve him just being in the ring. Period. I don't know where it's exactly going to lead, but to me, this feels very worky.
Was it you that said maybe they're setting him up to like go after NXT, like take it over from Baby Rock, that he might get in there,
general manager and everything like that? Perhaps.
Interesting. I do think it's a work because, again, I mean, if it's rare that something like this comes out from the WWE side. They have rules, they have policies, they have contracts, and they're pretty stingent on them. Anytime something that they find even a little bit controversial, they tend to pull it back and get it taken down pretty quick. They're not a willy-nilly go argue with the guy with 24 followers type of company. So if this goes out the way it went out, unless we're shocked, and maybe we are shocked and something else is at play here, but truthfully, for him to put it out like that and then a few hours later come out and I got a lot to say, don't miss tonight. Well, now we know you're playing because they ain't giving you that microphone just because.
Well, and even then you go from fuck this company, I don't know if I made it within the line or not, but to my bad. I don't know how long the line is, but anyways, if we're going from saying to hell with this company and everything like that to instantly make sure you tune into NXT, don't miss NXT. That seems very much, and normally WWE, like you were saying, would have a statement or something about this, would address this, isn't just going to let that hang in the air unless they want it to.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I mean, I think as the day went on today, and I kind of had some thought about it, and I mean, you got Oba Femi as this dominant babyface champion. I'm like, how do you make him less dominant? Maybe you have a Corey Graves with, not alone, but in an opportunity to kind of be the heel, to kind of hijack and really make us think, uh-oh, Oba's in trouble because he's outnumbered, whatever the idea becomes. There, if Corey can get back in that ring, great. Do I think they've just passed him over as commentary? No, it doesn't even make sense. If you guys stop and think about it, it doesn't make sense, because if anybody was going to get bumped, it might have been Wade, to be honest, because the rest of them, I mean, Corey's built his name as a guy on that table. And for the most part, people seem to be behind him. Not a whole lot of complaints about him. So you got Pat, Michael Cole, Corey, and Joe. Life's good. So I don't buy it. I'm struggling to buy it. And I love it.
We even said, and I don't know if you want to throw this up as a poll or whatever, see if the chat and everything thinks it's a work or a shoot. But we even saw it when he showed up on the first night on NXT and everything like that, of how unhappy, of just that seemed very natural. You're not going to show that man looking all miserable at his job. And
he did.
So the guy that he very much could have probably taken his job as Vic Joseph. So if Corey certainly wouldn't be the third man on NXT too, like you said.
No,
I saw Jonathan Coachman going around of putting a tweet out of, well, the same thing happened to Michael Cole X amount of times. It happened to JR 5 times. Like, suck it up, Buttercup. It's like, don't work yourself into a shoot, brother, because I feel like this is very much like you said. Maybe Graves is a manager, maybe he's a GM, maybe he gets in the ring. I think the famous line was very much a shot at Pat's direction, I would say, more than Tessitore.
Could you imagine?
I mean, something in Indianapolis. I mean, you never know. I mean, Pat's an indie guy. Maybe you work this a different way or what have you. I'm just saying it'd be interesting, especially if Graves is cleared and you're not going to have him in there with like an Oba. I could see like what you were saying of him as like the manager for, say, like a group going after Oba.
Leading a faction kind of idea.
Yeah.
For me, could you imagine mid-Raw next Monday, just mid-match, mid-promo, out of nowhere, Pat eats a super kick from Corey Graves? Like, I'm
being honest right now. If we don't see him even at all tonight, and they wait until, say, next Monday or something like that, and all of a sudden you sit there and all of a sudden Corey's got a mic and you hear him over the loudspeaker, or even like you said, all of a sudden he jumps Pat, be interested. Go all what's the name there? The one Nost Malone that's worth Brooks. Jackson, one of them. But yeah, go remember when he was getting dragged out and they were cutting him off camera and everything like that. Do something like that with Corey going at Pat.
No, absolutely. And I mean, again, you have opportunity there. It'll be very interesting. And maybe that's the deal of like, listen, you're clear to wrestle. It's a Shark Tank on the main roster right now. You got to get your legs and your wits about you. We're going to move you down to NXT. You're going to seem really bitter about it, and it's going to transition you back into the ring in NXT, and will help bring you back up into the mix as this goes on, if you are cleared to go again. So if that's the truth, if that's the case, what I do love, whether it's a work, a shoot, whatever, it's buzz. It is lit wildfire. People are debating it. Guys like Coachman are jumping in on it. He somehow finds a way to tries to make everything about him somehow. It blows my mind. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's good. It's good. And I really hope it's something. As we are about 5 minutes away, I think we should rapid fire through some names and we'll get back to Corey. But yeah, let us know in the poll. For those who panicked, I reset the poll in a byproduct of multitasking. I had a typo and I couldn't allow that. I had to fix it. But with all that being said, Spaz, thank you for the $5 super chat to kick us off tonight for Shizzle, my sticky buddy. Shizzle, and hello, Anthony. Big love, boys. Killing it as always. What's good, chat? Wicca. Quite the introduction, but thank you so much, Spaz.
No regrets. I feel like that was no regrets.
No regrets all the way. Damien, how you doing? Odds, Clay Lewis, TJ, Eric, welcome back. Kevin, I see you. Wrestling proud. Let's go. Should be a fun night. Roll Ties back with us, Scott. MDB, the knee pads are on the loose. Roll Tide, welcome. I think I got you already pumped for the night. Axiom and Frazer, we haven't even talked about the matches, but Axiom and Frazer will defend their titles against OTM. Be very interesting. This could We'll see what OTM has tonight. This will be a good test.
Could it be the start to the split? Well, I feel like we keep saying that. The
We've been
start to the
saying
split,
that.
or maybe it's the final split to Fraxium, but
then
you
you
never know.
drop both.
As soon as you feel like you're close, they're like, no, we're fine. We love each other.
Yeah. And then do you start splitting tonight? Do you drop the belts to OTM? I don't see it. But yeah, we'll see. They keep surprising us.
Right.
Jason, welcome back. Matt, I see you. Denisha, Megan, Mega, how you doing? What's up? It's Taco Tuesday. Let's go. It was long story. Denisha, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Welcome back. Kyle, I see you. Welcome. Vance. Hello. Not Joe Exotic, one of my new fave names. So does Corey Graves return to NXT tonight as Booker T? After Booker T called him a third wheel last week. What if he goes after Booker? Booker got in the ring.
Just have the match with Zilla and everything.
Is he getting ready?
I mean, I think right now I'd honestly rather see Booker have more of a full-time run than Corey.
It'd be hilarious though. It'd be like Corey versus Booker, and they fight. Maybe they have a loser leaves commentary match. I don't know.
Custody of Vic Joseph,
right? KJ, Nikki KJ, what's going on with Corey Graves? We're gonna keep talking about it until we know more. Paul, welcome back. Let me remind you that Corey Graves and Booker T really don't like each other. They've had issues. They have had real heat.
I did not know.
Yes, there was a little bit of heat. And again, it's kind of funny that the commentary team, I mean, Mauro had issues when he was there, but that's JBL, and everybody has issues with JBL. But there has been some stuff in the past. I believe that Corey Graves once upon a time was getting under Booker T's skin, and in kind of the playful banter kind of bothered, like said a couple things where Booker wasn't happy with him. So we'll see what's up.
Fair enough. Maybe it is. He runs it back with Booker.
Right. Corey is next GM would be lovely. What's up, Spaz? Some love for Spaz. Go check out our buddy Spaz. Big supporter of the channel. Go check out his content today. MDB, KG. We are getting 100% work by Graves. Again, I think I always, with WWE, I have that moment where I hesitate because they are so, stringent about their social media policies. You don't, if this came out of the other company, like if, fucking Malachi Black or Buddy Murphy or somebody like that put out a tweet, I'd be like, probably real. This company,
I mean, we kind of saw it with Fenix with inhumane work conditions and everything.
Right. 10 minutes. I got 50 seconds. Dale the OG is back. Roll Tide got you. Jose, welcome back. Always a pleasure. Capone, welcome back. Clay Lewis, welcome back. Dun, dun, dun. Spaz, I'll get to your second super chat in a moment. That's odds. Welcome back. Bradley, the prediction champion in the house. I love real heat. I love it. I had a back and forth, a banter with somebody recently about the idea of like when you can tie authentic stuff into the work, into what they're presenting, it makes it the best stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Christ, we see it right there with Seth Rollins and CM Punk.
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
I like this. Now, I'm about 10 seconds away from the start of the show. Nick and I are going to sync up. For all those listening at home, if you want to do the same, listen to us. We'll let you know what we see on our screen so you can line up with us if you feel like it. If not, we'll go willy-nilly and have a lot of fun with it either way. I kind of like this idea. Bring back Dijak, Corbin, Graves. They all kind of fit some way, somehow.
Yeah, that'd be nice if Dijak, I believe, is signed to MLW, and I know Corbin's actually about to have a match on GCW with Barnett this weekend.
Yes. Crazy.
Right.
The event is starting. I love Real Heat. 316, welcome back. No Trish tonight.
I have then. Now? Do you need me to hiccup? Because I have forever. I think we're as good as we're going to get.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels pretty good. As the start of the show, I got the big dub logo on the screen, folks. Get in that chat, hit all the buttons, and be a part of the fun. Don't forget those little reaction buttons as the show is kicking off tonight. What will happen?
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, Danger Ginger shout out of Corbin is wrestling, Josh Barnett, GCW. Yeah, and a Bloodsport rules match.
Yes. Different. It'll be very interesting. We'll have I feel like they sped that up, the whole sequence. I think it's faster. Maybe I'm just
I think it's now just because you have Netflix, so it gets closer to the US stream.
We're running back New Year's Evil to open this show tonight.
Which, by the way, I know we saw them talking about re-airing it and everything. Does anyone know if that actually happened or when it happened and everything? I thought it was supposed to be this weekend because I think part of like LA, because of everything that was going on, they missed part of the show because of broadcasting, because CW goes to local broadcasting. So they were re-airing it. And a lot of people, I think they thought we're doing it to re-air it to go head-to-head with Collision.
Funny.
Just so happened to be.
It's a good narrative. And I'm wondering, I haven't seen any reports or notes about how each show did.
Yeah, there you go.
Dun, dun, dun. Show ends. Thank you, everyone. A little early.
Right, now.
What up, Boston? How you doing, my guy?
Oh, I think Mega was responding to Paul saying, then now cable cut.
Right. Oh, there you go. I've never seen Joe Testatory that pumped before. I think they're working on Joe. I think they're talking to Joe. Joe, we've seen it before, Nick, when sometimes the sports guys come in, they call wrestling like sport. You kind of got to call it like sport turned up, and you're the ultimate homer. Like you got to throw that emotion in there.
Yeah, you got to be Spinal Tap. These go to 11.
Right. And right now we get the replay of Oba becoming the world champion. Let's go back to 74% of the chat are saying yes, he's working us.
Fair enough. I like that there's at least still the 25% or so out there that think that it could still be a shoot, because I mean, it's one of those almost like, because WWE is so polished, it'd be really interesting to see them have something that's a little controversial and not intended, and it's not just Dwayne.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it would be very interesting if someone did go rogue. I mean, eventually, once in a while, someone's going to do it. I mean, maybe it was a case, but if he's still currently employed and getting a paycheck from that company, I mean, bold strategy.
And his wife's still employed and getting a paycheck from that company.
True.
As we're kicking it off with Oba.
What do they do with Oba now?
Dominate. We've both said it. We've both said it multiple times. If I feel, me especially, of that, Oba's going to be one of those people that just hands the belt back in because no one can beat him.
Right?
I mean, you would honestly, I feel like, do you have to bring somebody in? Like, who's his first challenge? Probably Trick, just to run it back, and then he squashes Trick again.
I'm kind of over it, but Trick does have a claim as far as how everything went down. I don't love it. I'm kind of like, let's move past Trick. Maybe Trick does move up to the main roster. Trick helps get Carmelo over because together they will do good things. But yeah, he might be owed something.
Yeah. I'm a devout Oba feminist.
And that's a good point by Spaz. And I haven't heard anybody. So has anybody on commentary said a word yet? Maybe.
Yeah, I can hear Booker right now. So yeah, I can hear Booker and everything. I'm not, again, we have to keep that at a respectful volume. Yeah.
Is Booker barking?
Sounded kind of like it.
What's up, Anthony?
Oba will rule you. Ah. That's so good. He starts off with run from it, hide from it, destiny will arrive, just like I have arrived.
No, he's good, man. He's good.
They're leaning into him being this like ruler, this kind of powerhouse dominant force.
Right, but to have a swag, have an attitude where he naturally, organically, maybe accidentally transitioned into a babyface. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, he's got that, dare I say, Roman Reigns effect of you're supposed to not like him, but he's a cool bad guy.
Right?
So you kind of dig it.
He just developed that attitude, and people love, again, wrestling marks are easy. They love a good sing-along. They love audience participation. So once everyone caught on to the, they're like, we love this guy. Let's go. Oba got on that $500 shirt.
Exactly. He's stealing out of the Rock's closet.
This man is a star.
All this is all mine now. Right as he's in front of a sign that says "Era of Oba."
One day, all of this will be yours, Oba.
Everything the light touches is mine, Oba.
You deserve a chance. Break out in the building.
And this man was what, rookie year last year?
Yes. Like, he's, as we are voting for him to be a future star, like someone that solidified themselves as a future superstar, somebody you want to keep an eye on, as we are, giving him the golden KJ for it, he's off winning the title. We're like, son of a bitch. So he's having a breakout, rookie of the year, all wrapped into one.
Oh, absolutely. 100. But I think that proves how credible our awards are, even more than the others. And we called it literally as it was happening, right as that fucking meteor took off.
Now he's given Eddie a bit of a little bit of a tongue lashing.
Match that I just thought of that I can't wait to see now at some point.
Oh, wait a minute.
I will wait.
Tony,
no. Oh, Tony, my guy, my paisan. Now is not the time.
Right.
He's going to make you spill your manad.
So champion and champion out here having a convo. Now, Tony D's been a little bit quiet as of lately. He kind of won the belt from Oba, and then it kind of, hasn't done a lot since winning that belt. This is interesting.
You brought up something right there that I don't mind, is because he won the belt off Oba. If he does I'll cash this in for a shot at that.
Wow.
And we go back to that old school thing. This is a little Hogan Warrior.
I love that rule. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that rule. And TNA still does it. Like, here's my belt. Can I go after that one now? I like it.
Right.
No question about it.
You are the guy. Well, what I was going to say real quick is a matchup that I would love to see would be Oba versus Jacob, just because them two big motherfucker bulls just locking up.
It's a really interesting thing in as of late, where basically you say any name. Somebody just said Gunther Penta, which I mean I'm in, but I mean you say like a Braun Breaker. There's a list of fights or matches we want to see. We're talking about John Cena, Oba. We're still trying to figure out dream matches for Punk. Like, there is a lot kind of stirring in that regard, and Jacob Fatu's become that guy of like, pick a name out of a hat. Yes, let's go.
Absolutely.
You're like, Jacob Otis, bring it, let's go. It's gonna bang.
It might get Otis over.
Yes.
No one gets one on the dime
without consequences. These two Utes over here, they're gonna talk to you.
Two Utes in the ring right now. I'm sorry, what did you say? Oh, I'm sorry, youths.
Yeah, Ridge.
What's he got? What's he got behind the back?
Yeah, what's behind the back? What's in the box?
Well, and speaking of boxes, we haven't, not deep box. Oh, he's got the picture of him taking out Tony. So now Tony's got we're seeing the tree. We're seeing the chain here.
Oh, spear. We got to fight.
Right.
Ridge and the Dawn and Oba just stand in the middle of the ring like, what's your problem?
You can have that. That ain't what I'm mad at. But we haven't seen Andre Chase ever since Andre.
We still don't know who. Oh, wait a minute. Eddie from behind. I'll be honest. I don't mind Eddie being the first victim that Oba takes apart.
Oh, strap.
Oba versus
for a
Eddie.
Strap match because he's got a strap.
Vengeance Day.
Yep.
Let's go.
But is it interesting that it's Eddie and it's not Trick who was the champion? I think that tells me Trick's done.
Or at least taking a breath. Eddie, has been, we really loved what Eddie did to get the title match, like the crying wolf, the fake in it. We saw the circumstance with how they played out, how that all played out. He was only in the match for a couple minutes. He's got a gripe too. So I'm okay with this.
That's his native name, Crying Wolf.
Dante Chen and Oro Mensah. Woo! There's two names.
Hey, there's Andre Chase speaking the devil, and he shall appear. He's just disheveled in the corner, just asleep. Like, I think he lives here now.
Yeah, I think he lives here now. Who is friends with the guy on the couch?
What?
Ethan sniffing it out.
Well, Ethan, after playing grab ass with Dwayne last week and everything,
right?
It's just out of here. What?
Where's Corey? We don't know. We haven't heard much from commentary yet.
No.
They're playing with our emotions, Nick.
It's playing with my emotions.
Smokey. Well, the last few shows have started with like a shot, and they've been doing it on all the shows.
We haven't seen the commentary yet.
We went straight to the ring.
Yeah.
They're playing with us. So Brooks Jensen just disappeared into thin air.
That too.
Well, yeah.
I was thinking of Briggs. Briggs is the one with Spears earlier, but yeah, Jensen just Baby Bull Buchanan.
Right. And here comes Stephanie Vaquer, folks.
Absolutely. So, folks, let us know who you're taking for this match, whether you're taking
number one
Stephanie Vaquer, you're taking Shotzi Blackheart to become the number one contender for the women's NXT North American Championship.
Yeah, it should be a fun match either way. I mean, a tough one to call. People are going to be watching this one with a microscope in a big way because,
for more reasons.
Right. Yeah, no kidding. But right, this is what I call a no-win match for HBK in the sense of Stephanie wins. Oh, but they're trying to way to go. You send Shotzi down there to take L's. And then if Shotzi wins, they're like, oh, you just saw it. It's a tough one. But either way, it's going to be a good match and people take a breath. Good wrestlers can lose.
Who do you got?
I'm going to go Steph.
I'm right there with you. I could see her being women's North American champion and everything. And the whole, Shotzi shit, you just sent her down there to lose. Like, she just got back, like, literally within, like, a month. And she's got the whole thing going with her, Gigi, and, Christ, why do I keep Tatum?
Yes.
Now I keep forgetting Tatum's name for some reason.
Wendy Chu's best friend, yes.
No, Wendy's Chu's conqueror, her greatest rival.
Wendy's MIA, I will say that. But what's up, Daniel? I think the easy out here is there's been issues with Fatal Influence. Very much cost Shotzi the match. You have 3-on-3. I know we've already kind of ran it, but you create a little more of a rivalry. Steph goes on. I think Julia's world champion. Steph is North American champion. Has a nice ring to it.
Yeah, absolutely it does. But you do have to, because of Fallon, you do have to have Steph take a detour in Fatal Influence there. So that might actually lead more towards Shotzi winning. You can get the trios and then you get the singles in between it. You get the singles and a tag.
True. And it does kind of, I mean, again, we might not even get a winner to this one. So maybe it ends up just being a triple threat.
Triple threat is an option.
The triple era.
Yeah. I almost might see to where, nothing could end up winning the poll here. And it ends up like we were just saying in a triple threat here.
Right. Fair enough. $5 super chat from Spaz again.
No, you want to read that one because I've read through it and you want to read that one.
Q kicked out of Walmart. Good one, Spaz. Good one. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Stephanie and her chokehold.
There you go. Yes. Oh, yeah. Booty smack.
Quickly becoming one of the more popular moves in the business, which is crazy.
I wonder why.
Good choice. Real quick, I got about a minute, Nick, so we can roll into this as we come out of the commercial break. But I'd say 95% of the wrestling fans I interacted with or saw today, definitely very positive about what happened with Penta last night. You're the small 5% that can't help but piss in everyone's Cheerios are still out there, but across the board, a resounding success.
Oh, absolutely. Between I sent it even to our group chat to where you had all their superstars. You even had other superstars in other companies looking at you, Swerve, etc.,
Right.
that were putting the moment over. ESPN sat there and aired a whole thing or put out a whole social media thing about the friendship between San Francisco 49ers tight end George Kittle and Penta. So that's, again, a huge play. I think it went over swimmingly. Now, granted, there has been the story allegedly out there that they went well over time and thus things had to be trimmed down. Oh, I know. And everybody's instantly, but like, wait, you had a half hour of that fucking show. I think that's a smoke screen. That's a trying to pull shit down.
That is made up bullshit. The person that reported it doesn't have any sources in the building. They don't have friends that work at the Dub. They're not there. It's made up bullshit. I'm calling it what it is. We tend to, say, be careful who you believe. Straight up bullshit. There's certain people out there that can't help but try and tarnish all the good. And at the end of the day, it is straight up bullshit. I will repeat it several times if you need me to. But yeah, don't buy it. Don't buy into it. Check those sources. They don't know. It's just like me and you sitting here guessing, being completely unscripted. Again, we could tell you we're reporting it from my source in NXT. Corey Graves quit. No, it's bullshit.
Yeah, but see, the thing is that we'd be right a lot more than those fuckers.
We are.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
We're like, we've been right, and we don't say we're reporting it. We're just out here shooting the shit and everything.
And we've been right. And in many cases, we've been right ahead of a lot of people. We've talked about things for months, and then all of a sudden there are breaking news headline. Okay. No one saw that coming.
Right.
But Shotzi is in the ring. Sorry, Nick.
No, you're good. But yeah, 100% Shotzi's out here right now. And it does also feel a little bit, like you said, you did have that kind of 5% that was like, Penta was never really that good anyways. He was he's on the other side. So
my favorite, sorry, Nick.
Very good.
My favorite are the ones who just like all of it, like, oh, he was never that good. Like, it's like so bitter. It just makes me smile. It does. I hate
you sit there and search their last tweet involving the word Penta, and it's like, Penta's so great. Why isn't he the AEW world champion? And then the second he's out, he was never that fucking good anyway. He was terrible all the time.
No, it's so funny. And there's a small pocket, and again, people, well, he did have that leg drop botch. Listen, the man's been on the bench for a hot minute. He's in front of his family. He's in front of a jam-packed arena. And it blows my mind that, maybe the WWE ropes aren't as bouncy as the ropes he's been used to, because he hit that and expected to spring, and he was like, well, but
it's not a circus over here, bud. And I saw everybody sitting there saying, oh, ay Dios mío, they sell tickets over on this side too.
As we got a stare down
face to face.
Yeah, both women looking good, fist bump, and we are back ready to go. Nice start to this one, folks. The other one that made me laugh was oh, wait a minute.
Oh, is it just Canada that has no commentary? Shout out Spaz saying that.
There was no commentary out, and all of a sudden, right then, Booker T started screaming at me.
Oh, yeah, no. So I've been hearing Vic and Booker, but they haven't shown really the commentary team outside of just through the ring ropes and all that.
That's funny, because they've been starting shows with the commentary team. I didn't. Right. It's funny because we're
doing. That was not good. Arm track by Steph that failed miserably.
Right. This is partly why I think Shotzi's okay in developmental as well, because I think she could use it.
She's had enough time on the shelf between injuries and everything like that you, like we were talking about, you said with Penta and everything, you need to sometimes wear off the rust a little bit.
Yeah. And mistakes happen, guys. He had a really, really good match. I don't expect it to be pristine. Like, again, this idea, like, you guys can watch all the old footage that you can find. There's botches everywhere. There's bad punches. There's stomps that look like shit. A lot of them from Austin. But it's how you sell. It's how you work it. So, I mean, this idea that you need to be flawless in the ring, like, simmer down.
Right. You can tell KJ's been watching all the old school wrestling now that he's got Netflix.
It's been great, man. Like, anytime there's downtime and I'm like, there's nothing really on.
Just have it on as like background noise. Do you ever do that? Of like
100%.
throwing like a rumble as background noise?
Mm-hmm. No, all day, man. It kills me. But I love it. It's so funny. And there's certain things. Like, anyone remember Kevin Thorne?
Yes. Kevin Vampire Dude. Kevin Vampire Dude.
Oh,
I used to
Shotzi.
love the old school, the ECW on Sci-Fi.
Right.
Last ECW champion, Ezekiel Jackson.
Ezekiel Jackson. Big cross body from Shotzi.
1, 2. Yeah, like MDB said, we ain't watching ballet.
Right. How long before the story comes out that Corey Graves cut the Canadian commentary feed?
He flew from Orlando to Toronto just to cut the fucking feed.
That's it. Corey Graves fucked with the Netflix feed, so they had no commentary. If I can't be commentary, nobody can be.
Right. Sorry. My soul just left my body because I don't know what we said, but my like Alexa or like Google Home or whatever just kicked on in the background because I just heard someone talking to this. And I was like, who the fuck broke into my home right now?
Everyone's favorite move. Booker T cannot do what he just did.
Yeah, but would you rather take that move or stupid sexy Rhea pin?
I'd take that one. It lasts longer.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But as we go to commercial break, I'll rattle off some names I've seen quickly.
Yes, go ahead.
Keyshawn, what up? John C, what up? Chris Arcane, I see you again. Spaz with a super chat, but I would try to get some names before I click on you. RM, what up? Yeah. Shout out to anybody that, again, is in the chat that we missed. We do have the super chats, like Spaz is reminding everybody. We have the memberships, the super stickers. We got the merch store. We got anything and everything for your pro wrestling needs. Yes, Spaz with a $5 super chat. I'm one of the last Chris Jericho defenders. That's proud. That's bold saying that out loud. But that Dax match on Saturday, slapped me twice and called me Susie. That was bad.
Dude, don't get me started. And again, I like this will be an ongoing saga in 2025. I am going to petition as loud and as hard as I can for fans to be vocal about Chris Jericho. He is hurting the product. He is hurting the company. And again, people say this is where the best wrestle. Well, if you tune in and that's on your screen, Dax, I love Dax. I really do. I really soured on him with his attitude online. Kind of like a lot of, we saw it with Ricochet. We've seen it with Jericho. Just dicks. Why are you being dicks to potential fans? Even if you want them, whether they love you or hate you, you want them interacting. If you tell them to fuck right off, you just lost a potential consumer. They don't have to be a fan of yours, but they're clearly paying attention to your company. Right. But at the end of the day, I mean, it was embarrassing. It was fucking embarrassing. It was awful. 2 drunk uncles slapping their guts against each other and fucking wailing around like a couple seals. It was not good. I mean, shit.
Well, folks, you don't have to be a drunk uncle, but you can get your hashtag Jera Hogan t-shirt right now and everything like that. Let's see if we can outsell the I Heart Chris Jericho shirt with the hashtag Jera Hogan. I want to see someone at an AEW show or Scott Woodford. I know you're probably listening. Go to the Jericho Cruise with a hashtag Jera Hogan shirt on. Get a picture with him. I want to see that.
Do it, Scotty.
There we go.
But I'm all for it, man. Folks, get your Jera Hogan t-shirts. Go online if you're on X, if you're on Instagram, post about it. Hashtag Jera Hogan. Tag us. We will get this ball rolling. He'll love it because he's smart enough to know at least they're talking about me, and he's not wrong in that regard.
But I want to hear Chris Jericho mention something that akin to the Wrestling for Life Network in a promo because of how much we've become vocal of fuck Chris Jericho.
What I keep listening for every time I see him now is I want him to be like, and you call me Jera Hogan, that
happens. Just yes.
What?
Yes.
Motherfucker's gonna try and trademark it.
So folks, then even more now. Get him before Chris finds out about it and shuts it down.
Limited time only, folks.
Exactly.
You're on a deadline.
Them to be cut off.
We could have, as soon as
they could be here today, gone tomorrow. You don't know.
Right, Jericho.
He's a Jericho full show.
Jericho.
Do something strange for a little piece of change.
But honestly, like, dude, does that not hurt the company's claim? Like, we this is where the best wrestle. The fans out there, and I said I had a back and forth last week with somebody about the idea of, well, WWE puts on better stories, but AEW have the better matches. If I tune in, are you kidding me? Name one WWE match that was that bad as Dax and Jericho was. Help me understand.
I've been saying for over a year now, it is WCW. And it's very fitting. I'm re-listening to on Audible, #not sponsored, The Death of WCW right now. And I'm like, sounds a little familiar. We are back in action, folks. This Shotzi firing up. Big knee.
Ooh, big knee.
Right hand. Ooh,
nice kick.
Little UFC fucking high.
Right? 2 count, folks. We're on and rolling up to 85. If you can hear my voice right now, be a friend, tell a friend, share our link. We want to see triple digits in these chats. We are on fire. Over 2K watched us last night, and we appreciate it. And we got so much more coming your way, including Genesis on Sunday. But, man, we're off to a good start with this match here tonight.
Right. Lady B, not the Jared Hogan for sale. Absolutely. Right. Limited time only, potentially. So make sure you get yours today. There'll be collector's editions.
Let's go.
We need to add this to the merch store if we can. AEW, WCW.
Might be a little too on the head.
Depends on the font.
Yeah, right?
Fire sale. Yes. Oh, two count. That was
coming soon. Our court-ordered clearance sale.
That's when we can really do wrestling court.
Yeah, right.
For real. Did we do that? Have we done that? I feel like we might have done that with Jericho.
We did. Yeah. Your Honor, I plead not guilty in the by the stance that the sorry, I got distracted by Stephanie kicking her in the face.
You got distracted by that meteor and said it should have been me. It should have been me.
But yeah, on the light that the accuser is an asshole, I don't think I'm right.
I plead insanity, sir. But right now, Stephanie in control. Is KJ using the Kansas City Chiefs rest for the next King of the Wing?
Yeah, let's go.
Man's the Patrick Mahomes of the wings out here, the wings and trivia. Trying to.
We got company.
You called it though. Fatal influence. Well, JC just pops up and just why?
He gets yanked into the ring.
Why would you show up outmanned and outgunned, and now they just both double headbutter, and we just move along.
Then it fires off a headbutt off Shotzi.
Oh, Fallon with the title to the back. Oopsie. Backside. 1, 2, 3. Shotzi wins. Hey.
There you go. But does that then say that Fallon would rather fight Shotzi than Steph? Is that what we take from this?
A bit. And I also think that it, like you mentioned, it plays into the kind of trios feud I thought it was initially with JC James showing up by herself. It looked stupid to me of like, why you have partners.
Yeah.
Why would you show up alone? And then it makes sense with Fallon with the title to the back and Steph distracted. So I think at 100%, like you said, it's, I want to go through Shotzi first versus Steph. Steph's the clear one that's probably going to beat me. And this sets up the Powerpuff Girls versus Fatal Influence.
So it's official 2 weeks from now. Shotzi and Fallon 1-on-1. And again, there's nothing wrong with keeping Steph in the hunt. But we go to the back to the women's.
All the ladies.
The women's locker room got a couch.
Well, is it the women's locker room? Is it the waiting room for fucking Ava?
What? Oh, is that what this is?
I'm wondering. Well, we've got now Zarya and Kalani there. Jada was just standing there looking beautiful.
As I will remind everyone, we also have a tag match tonight, I do believe.
Yes. We have Lash and Jakara versus Unholy Union for the number one contendership for the women's tag team titles.
That we do.
Oh, Kalani with the 5 fingers to the face on Cora Jade. That's going to be the feud that they have going forward, because you saw Kalani lose her noodle and start swinging away with the Nintendo stick.
Trying to give her a little more of an attitude as we go to commercial break, folks. We are rolling through this one. But yeah, I mean, well, hand up.
I have picture-in-picture. So right now I have Stephanie Vaquer walking through the locker room because I have, quote-unquote, NXT nonstop is what they're calling it.
Okay. No, I'm on full commercial. It's weird.
See, I get Tuesdays, you get Mondays. It's like visitation rights.
Yeah. No shit.
Yeah. So Stephanie attacking JC backstage right now in the fucking makeup chair and everything.
She's not happy.
Right. But sorry, go ahead.
That was it?
Oh, fair enough. I didn't know if you were going on the topic or anything. Shotzi crew, the Dark Omens. Nah.
The Dark Omens?
To me, it's the Powerpuff Girls, because you got Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup a little bit, especially with the colorways too. But yeah.
Right. No, I mean, I got no problem. I think I think it will be solid, and we'll find it out. But Shotzi with the other two, we'll see if they officially get their name. I mean, clearly there's going to be an issue with Fatal Influence, but Steph's in that mix somewhere. So an interesting result tonight.
Well, and I do, like, you nailed it on the head. The first thing you said is that Fallon saying that she doesn't want to face Stephanie.
Yeah,
absolutely. Right. I think that is a missed thing in wrestling, of saying, like, I'm going to clearly screw you over so I can get to someone I can potentially beat, versus I know I can't beat you. It's a hidden chicken shit move.
Yeah, no, it is. It's trying to dictate how things play out and dictate how things go, and ultimately we'll see what happens. I don't want them to make it a triple threat. Let it be a one-on-one match. Again, Stephanie can somehow get involved, but yeah, I mean, we've done a lot of triple threat.
Well, absolutely. As I've still got just Stephanie just wandering around all of NXT, like the camera has not left her. She's just now looking for
the whole commercial.
Yeah. Welcome to now when you've got stuff on Netflix.
Right.
Raw. Kiwan, this commercial sucks. Well, the commercials may suck, the wrestling may suck, but we never do.
You hating on the commercial, my guy.
We gang banging on commercials.
Right.
See, roll tide. I hate commercials.
Yeah, but picture-in-picture is better than a commercial. And I know a lot of people out there are like, this is stupid, I hate it. But I mean, you're gonna get the commercial anyway. Might put the action in a little box. Who gives a shit?
Well, let's be honest. I mean, we're monetized. Sometimes ads play when you click onto our videos and everything, because we'd like to make this as a job too, still being honest. But like, as I've got Ethan Page coming out to the ring right now, by the way.
Right.
But when would you prefer they show the commercials? Would you picture-in-picture to me, I think, is the best option. But they've still got to show them. Like, you get people that are mad because they put advertisements on the canvas. Then they're mad because they put them around the ring. Now we're mad because they just show them, period. Like, I see there is no pleasing you. We need to make money.
And again, there's times where I click on something of ours and I'm like, fucking commercial. Oh yeah. It's like,
let that roll.
Oba in the back with Ava.
Right.
We need to give Stevie Turner more time on TV.
I'm going to move away from that.
And I think Stone should be the GM.
Stone looks like he's an extra on the Jersey Shore. He looks like he should be the fucking new mini wise guy, the little rat that's in D'Angelo's ear and everything.
He looks like
Stevie
one of the
Turner looks like she has a Twitch stream account and everything.
He definitely has a Twitch
probably
stream.
plays Fortnite.
Definitely plays.
And almost just, he didn't even have to just straight by the shoulders like a child. Just,
right.
You want to say this to me? You want to do it?
Stone looks like one of the two Utes.
Yes, he is a Ute.
Okay, you get Eddie next week. It's okay that you assaulted the man. Just have your match.
Yeah, well, it's one of those of no one. Who else is going to stop him?
Right?
Daddy Dwayne ain't there,
right? Ego in the ring.
Yeah, it's interesting though that so for like you who got commercials, he's got the jobber entrance, but for me who had picture in picture, you saw him come out.
Right, a little bit. I mean, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, we're still on Netflix in Canada, and I'm sure internationally we get we just get like the video montage of the various wrestlers. The one thing I do like, I don't know why, and someone out there can give me their 2 cents. I like that I get a countdown. I like how long, like, I got 3 minutes.
Can I say something and not sound disrespectful?
Probably not.
Fair enough. But Dante Chen is like Mustafa Ali without the lights a little bit. Like, he's got the same get up and everything. Like, why am I getting no Ethan Page entrance, but I'm getting the fucking greatest Dante Chen entrance you have ever seen in your life? Like, he's out here he's the alt attire for like getting Sub-Zero right now with this skin shit.
He looks like Timu Sub-Zero.
Exactly. Well, and no. Well, then that makes Mustafa Ali Wish.com Sub-Zero.
Right. Dante Chen. I guess I'll put a poll up for this one. I wasn't expecting a Ethan Page Dante Chen battle tonight.
Yeah, well, and that's again why I'm confused of why is Page getting the Boo Boo the Foo entrance and Dante Chen's the greatest guy you've ever seen in NXT.
Right. He's gonna win. Page not wasting time. All ego.
Well, if he does win, does that mean Ethan Page is all but not here? Because you had Dwayne out there giving him the good game, saying, "I'll wait to see you on the main roster."
100%. I mean, it's funny, and a lot of people, he's going up, he's going up. Relax, as we got lashes back.
Is Blue Takeshita.
Well, this is officially my favorite pitcher in pitcher. Jesus.
Did you hear me though? I said Dante Chen is just the Blue Takeshita. He's
right?
the ultra tired Takeshita.
Right. Yeah, I know. Too funny.
Ethan Page for the win. Ethan. Oh, look, it's Sub-Zero.
Oh, look. Is that Glacier?
Glacier. Fucking Glacier
had a kid.
Good pull. I love it. Mortis. Yes. And so Ethan Page just wins in a landslide.
Right. Beats Iceberg.
Yeah. Beats Cocktail Cube.
Snowflake Chen getting beat up.
Why you do that to that man? Why you do that to that man? Murder, Shiro. Oh, and now he's just trying to take off the man's boot. Oh,
just when we gave him the biggest entrance ever to put him out.
Yeah, why?
And he was never seen again.
Ethan Page versus Dante Chen's boot has taken longer than Ethan Page versus Dante Chen.
Dude, you double nut this bitch?
the
leg trapped.
The knee in the steps.
Oh, look, Ethan sits beside him.
I am my brother's keeper.
Oh, on the knee.
And I gotta love that about wrestling because physics-wise, he kicked it forward, so that's not gonna do anything but scrape it a little bit, but sell the shit out of it. So let's go.
Let's go.
My leg.
Back to the frozen foods for Dante. Yeah, young Glacier here, not having a good night. Look, feeling a little frostbite.
He's Icebox from the Little Giants.
Icebox. He's feeling a little frostbite here, sir.
That's his name, Frostbite.
Frostbite. Oh, Javon! If I was Dante, I'd be asking, where the fuck were you 4 minutes ago, dude?
50 Cent, Javon Evans just showing up here, or Kanye West through the wire, through the limit to the wall. Oh, and again, Ethan just to the face.
Speaking of Kanye, he broke his jaw.
Right. Well, it's already wired. Now I'm going to rewire it. Give me a smile now. That's this has been the most edge Ethan's actually had ever that I recall. Like, they're even got the little red Caro syrup food coloring dripping out of Javon, so it looks like he busted his mouth entirely. And you've got Ethan over top of him. Give me a smile now.
We got juice.
Yeah.
So Ethan destroys Dante. We got Javon in the ring bleeding from the mouth, and Ethan just smiling his way out.
Right. And we found Chan's new gimmick. Freezer burn.
Freezer burn.
You get a start. Still has that jaw. Yes. All evil Ethan Page. Hey.
As I am getting an ad for Royal Rumble, I will be right back, sir.
There you go. KJ's going to go check his number to see what entrant he is in the Royal Rumble. But yes, absolutely. As I saw that they were advertising before this. So up next, when we get back to the action in NXT, we're going to hear from Julia. We're going to see where that goes and everything. Do we run it back a third time with her and Roxanne, or do we move along? Does Roxanne, I think she's going to announce her future here tonight as well. So maybe, those two collide. Would you rather see, and you can let me know in the chat, would you rather see a Julia Roxanne third match, or Julia take on somebody new and Roxanne move up to the main roster? Like, maybe she debuts in the Royal Rumble, she turns around and takes out her mentor, her unofficial mother from another mother, if that makes any bit of sense, and takes out AJ Lee. Mega said neither. Fair enough. I'm interested. Well, you can't have neither. It's one or the other. So, I mean, which is it? Ethan Page shows up in the ring and Javon shows up to eliminate him. Oh, the Rumble? Interesting. I actually didn't. Who from NXT? Again, let me know in the chat right now. Who from NXT would you have show up in the Royal Rumble? Like, could you see an Oba? Could you see a Trick? Could you see, see an Ethan Page? If Javon showed up and eliminated him, would Javon also then have to be in the Royal Rumble? Because I don't know if Javon would get a spot in this year's Royal Rumble when we've got, like, CM Punk, John Cena, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, or all just 5 people I easily named off the top of my head that have already said, I think this week or within the past 2 weeks, that they're going to be in the Royal Rumble. And we've still got, another 2 weeks until we get there. So and this men's Royal Rumble especially is, I think, going to be one to remember. All those refs look like the Putty Patrol. There you go. And I guess I should have segued earlier with saying about things you should remember, folks. Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Be your friend. Tell a friend. We are back at it like a jackrabbit tomorrow for AW Dynamite. Maximum Carnage is the thing. Yes, there we go. Absolutely. We are back at it like a jackrabbit tomorrow for Maximum Carnage. You got Brian Cage versus Kenny Omega. You're setting up everything when it comes to Hobbs versus Moxley. We've got everything going into the great 10-man, 12-man tag match on Collision. We've got, the Hurt Syndicate taking on Private Party and Briscoe and all of that. And then we've still got Wing of the Ring on Thursday. We're going into Friday Night SmackDown again. This is when we're going to get, Solo back and everything like that. Is Solo going to acknowledge, the tribal chief and everything, and what's going to happen now with all of that? And then we've got the whole weekend in wrestling. I know we're at least going to be here for Genesis. There's still tons upon tons when it comes to pro wrestling, and there's no other place out there that you need to be watching with that covers more live wrestling, talks all the wrestling out there, and just has the best time doing it. 100%. Be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe to the Wrestling for Life Network. There you go. There's my one sales pitch for the evening. John C. WWE might do 40 participants this year since they didn't do it last year. Nah, the last time they did 40 was what? The Greatest Royal Rumble. So Braun's got to put his belt on the line. Then, yeah, I don't. Because they did it. It was the Greatest Royal Rumble, and then there was what? There was one actual Royal Rumble. Not to take the piss there, but to where they actually did 40 participants and everything. And it was too much of, at that point, especially, you had too many people you knew weren't going to win it. And that's always still at times the issues of, as much as I can name 10 people, 5 people, what have you, you still got to figure out 30. So hopefully they don't have, 10 people that clearly ain't gonna, well, I'll say 20 people that clearly ain't gonna win it. But yeah. No, stay to 30. 40 is too much. Get 30 in the sweet spot before you try and expand. Spaz, thank you for the $10 super chat. Ethan and Javon at a pay-per-view. Ethan got to make his entrance to music when you're smiling. When you smile. That's mean. Yeah, it took me a minute to get there with you. And Javon Evans. I don't know how we got Jordan Miles. Came out of there. Comes back to wait, Jordan Miles. If you know, I don't know. But I've got Dion Lennox right now congratulating Oba on becoming champion. So yeah, Spaz. I don't know. AW pulls Phoenix merch a day after Penta's debut. I mean, kind of makes sense. Just they're petty bitches. I mean, it makes sense to be a petty people going to do petty things. As I got Sean Spears. Izzy Dame is just playing everybody's like, she's playing the jaded ex-lover of like Sean Spears popping out here of any time, as we're getting the reuniting from Carmen and Ashante, but real quick we're getting Izzy out there protecting every woman from, Sean Spears trying to put the game on. Yeah. That's the fakest flower I've ever fucking seen. Like, I've bought fake flowers for the misses and everything like that, because let's be honest, it's cheaper and it lasts longer. That's some paper mache kindergarten bullshit. Yeah. As this is the first time we've seen the commentary tonight, they've gone to the actual announce desk. It's still it's Booker T and Vic Josephs. And again, we're not acknowledging anything with Graves. So again, that is not a sign either way, because work or shoot, that's the best way you can handle it. But yeah, I still don't know if I really feel the whole Ashante, the Adonis, Carmen Petrovich, another thing. But yeah. Sidekick spot. CW for you. Yeah, I don't want to wait for my life. As we're replaying the Roxanne versus Julia match, which was absolutely fantastic. I think out of the 2 matches they've had, the one they had at New Year's Evil outdoes the first one. I'll say that. That's why I'm not opposed to, we're probably going to see a third one, or we have that be kind of a great, trilogy within NXT, and it solidifies Julia as the champion. If you just didn't get a win, you solidify it and you get the win. I'll piss off if I get pumped to NXT 316. Fair enough. I mean, I would have thought that would have only been if, Liv showed up. But yeah, no, I don't. Corey Graves has been the guy that's been right there alongside, Michael Cole for the longest time. They're not going to just you've gone from right-hand guy from at most or at minimum number 2 guy to number 7 on the depth chart. That shit just don't happen, especially. So yeah, I think that this is much more of a work, much more of an angle, and we're still only within the first hour. We've still got a whole other hour to where we could get Graves, or even again, we've talked about it of does it almost cement it more if you don't get anything tonight? Of you buy into he was at the airport storylines and he just said "get" and left and everything, and then again, say he pops up. To me, I think the most likely story, if he's going to do anything physical, is him and McAfee. Both guys, I think, could maybe do a thing, maybe a pre-show thing, maybe just something. But it's also, I don't think Corey's going to out there trying to be NXT champion or anything like that. But yeah, that was just really weird. CW's kind of effing up right now for. Oh, that was weird. They showed the whole package, or they showed the card for the tag match, and then started to cut to a commercial, went back to the card for the tag match, for that tag match, and then now we've got Lash and Jakara coming out right now and everything with that. So let me know, folks, who you taking, whether you're taking Lash and Jakara, not Meta 4, but Meta 2, and two women, a women's tag team, I think, that has passed NXT a little bit. Like, I do get why they could be in NXT and everything like that, and even still, they each have a singles run, what have you. Now we're going to commercial. But you have those two, I think they would be solid contenders on the main roster for the women's tag. And we are already seeing them going against Unholy Union, who's former women's tag team title holders. I mentioned Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, and this man came a running.
I know what I like.
I think we all know what you like.
Yes. But yeah, no, I mean, I will say this real quick. Speaking of the ladies and such, I love you, bro, but for the sake of all ladies out there, never give them a plastic flower. Never do it. Ashante looking bad. Ashante looking bad, giving out a fake flower. Go get a real flower.
Listen, I guess I'll get the pass of wifey understands. It's going to last longer.
They last longer is always the answer. But yeah, no, some sound advice.
Well, yes, no, I get it.
Right?
Folks, for anyone who's still out there trying to find the one, I guess I found the ones. Yeah.
There you go. But again, with I don't get this whole Carmen Ashante thing. Why are we getting an NXT 90210 in the middle of all this?
Is it an obligation to be on the CW network of like someone's got to act like they're in a relationship?
Right? Like is she gonna take Dawson or Pacey or like what is happening?
I don't want to wait for my match to be over.
It's too funny. But yeah, man, that's I don't get the whole storyline. I don't get it. But it looks like we're about 50 seconds away from the end of the commercial.
This man got the commercials time.
Right?
I like to hear of 6th grade Reese Ashante.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I don't get it. What are we doing?
See, MDB, this is why I love you. How y'all gangbanging on romance?
You can't gangbang on romance. Be a gentleman. Hold the door. Do some nice things. You know, we still live. We still exist.
Oh, yeah. Well, trust me, there's still very much, even the missus knows of when you're, going for a walk or whatever, and you're by the street or whatever. Man's on the outside, women on the inside.
Hundo P, my guy. That's it. It.
I'll fight her over that. I'm like, no, get your ass over there.
Yeah, I didn't. Over here. What are you doing? Get back.
Yeah.
But
chivalry exists, and it's not just a term for knights.
Be nice. Take her out. Give the rubs. Give the feels. It pays off. Trust me.
Give her the rubs. She'll give you the tuzugs.
Is she going to take Clark or Lex? Yeah, right? Like, what are we doing? Pause City on all of it. Yes. Yeah, no, don't do plastic flowers. Unless you are secure. But even then.
Then they got the ones of, have you seen the things where all they're fancy and it's in the, you pull out the case and it's got the glass thing and it's this rose is eternal, like my love for you. Like that might be a thing. Like that one though, like you can see from 10 miles away. They're in Florida. I'm in New Hampshire, and I could see that shit was fake as fuck.
Netflix is having some issues tonight. We had the commentary issue. The countdown ended for me. Like, I don't know what you're getting, but it still says we'll be right back.
NASCAR.
Okay, so it's weird. They had a weird production botch there. So Corey Graves fucks up NXT.
It's just gonna be a footage of him or a tweet of him just at Canada with like a giant set of wire snippers just fucking cutting the cable.
Right. And they did finally show commentary. 2 chairs, 2 commentators. Oh,
And again, though, well, I said this while you're on your pause of they didn't mention anything.
nope.
Whether it's a shoot or a work, that's the best way you can handle it. But don't say shit about shit unless you're gonna start throwing into it.
Hey,
DIY,
the champs are here. What brings you to NXT?
Is there mic being an issue? Because like you can hear how big of the area that they're in. And normally you can't do that. So I don't know if it's the actual mic that they're holding that's picking them up or if it's the overhead mic.
Right?
That's the BT tie. Well, what the fuck did he just say?
Oh, DIY Fraxium. They're here to watch Fraxium.
Has Johnny Gargano always had a punchable voice?
yes. A lot. Johnny,
I don't know. When he was this rebel heart, I felt like I just kind of resonated with me. Now I'm like, I want to hurt you.
Johnny's very punchable in a lot of ways. Like that's why him kind of being this snooty little shit and Ciampa kind of being the quiet, silent-ish type works so well. Yes. Right? The unholy union is here.
I'm still like, they should be so much more. They should be a consistent, regular on TV. I didn't want to believe it. I think you kind of believed it before I did of when they won the tag belts. If it was for a reason and for a purpose and more of a placehold than anything, they need to be much more of a regular feature on TV, whether it's out in NXT or on the main roster.
Yeah, I like them. I like them a lot. And I think them getting time, they had that quickie title run. But I'd love to see them in the mix. I'd love to see them utilized. I'd just love to see them.
Well, we know that. But yeah, both tag teams in this have a look, have an image, have a backing behind them. And like you have the bare bones of a women's tag team division. We're just hoping you can put head, shoulders, knees, and toes together.
Yeah, and I think right. Like I think they got a lot. They got a lot working. You got so much extra talent. Finding other teams shouldn't be too hard. And again, I think Lash and Jackson has surprised a lot of people. Come a long way from Metaphor. I guess Noem is out. But it's been a hot minute.
Right. But I got Jakara and Alba right now in the ring, folks. So let us know who you're taking, who you're taking.
And truthfully, based on some of the booking I've seen and some of the matches they've called, I think they favor Alba a little more than they favor Isla, just on usage. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens with
Unbelievable. Well, they're wrong, but that's besides the point.
I'm with you, homie. I'm with you.
But and is it interesting that you have a number one contenders match for the women's tag titles on NXT? When's the last time the tag titles were defended on NXT? Could you see them split it back up to main roster women's tag titles and NXT women's tag titles?
I don't think so. I don't think at this time they do that. I think there's like right now we're seeing, I like this floating women's tag titles. Again, I mean, could I rule it out completely, especially with 6 hours of SmackDown, or 3 hours of SmackDown, 3 hours of Raw? Yeah, right. I mean, yeah, I could see maybe there's a cause for it, but I'd like to see the division be stronger.
Yeah, there's plenty strong with me with Isla and Lash going at it right now. But Alba is the better wrestler, but Isla's who we want to see. Yeah, I give it that.
That might be facts. Alba is slightly better in the ring. I think
she's the more experienced. Kylie Ray and everything like that. Yeah. She was former NXT UK Women's Champion before that went defunct.
Right. The chat is basically split on this right now, 50-50. Slight edge to Lash and Jackson.
There you go. I'm gonna go poll the people. Pause. And see what their decision is.
Right. But ladies and gentlemen, we roll on right now. We got Jackson in control. Nice cartwheel elbow drop. We got Unholy Union and Lash and Jackson. And again, split vote in the chat. Very neck and neck. Slight edge to Lash and Jackson, who again been a big surprise. I'm the real winner. We all are MDB. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. Come on now. Alba, the better wrestler. Isla has more character and personality. Yeah, not wrong. That's a very good assessment of the situation. Her does Corey Graves thing is a shoot, not a work. KJ and Nick could be. Now, I don't believe so. I honestly don't think so. And again, maybe it was. Maybe he was looking to get fired, sit home for 90 days, and then could a Tony Khan pick up a Corey Graves? Would he? Would Corey Graves be okay working with Shivani and Sockface? Like, how would that work out? I think it's a work. And until proven otherwise, I think it's a work. Yes, exactly. But yeah, I mean, again, people are going to report what they think. None of these people, and we talk about PW Insider and others, they don't know. I mean, there's people out there like Cultaholic that will quote Dave Meltzer. It's embarrassing. Like, I don't know why you would do that. Again, they don't have sources in the building. They don't have friends. They didn't talk to anybody. They see a tweet. They make a catchy headline. So people click on it and people talk about it. Good for them for, doing what they do. But again, it's bullshit. A lot of it's bullshit. Izzy Dean needs to join the tag team. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I'm really curious. Izzy's been around for a while, hasn't done a lot. As Lash in the ring, by the way, dumping Isla to the floor. Corey Graves should save AEW's commentary, but it's not happening. That's the thing, right? Even if you could, I mean, would he do it? Or does Corey we'll make you the collision commentator? Great. Because they're not getting rid of Tony and Excalibur anytime soon. Tony Khan thinks they're amazing. I'm trying to pay attention to NXT, but the T dropping on Twitter with the wrestling community is wild. NXT has been solid so far. All right, now, Anthony, you're piquing my interest. What is happening? Big Meteora by Dawn. Alba in the ring with Lash. Big Hurricane Rana. Good match. Been watching old school Royal Rumble stuff on YouTube to get ready for the Wing Challenge. Christopher Cox, I love it. I've been doing a lot of the same. And again, Netflix has been really good for the library, and I can't help it. Watching as much wrestling as I can, which, I mean, is crazy. I miss Kiana James. Kiana and Izzy worked well together, and we'll see. There's a chance that Kiana, I know she got drafted, but for me, there's a chance that Kiana ends up back in NXT coming out of rehab. She did get injured, but I don't know if she's a shoo-in for the main roster. But I go to commercial break, folks. I will take a second out there to remind everybody we are back at it tomorrow. AEW Dynamite. It's going to be a fun one. Live at 7:45 p.m. Friday, 8 p.m. The Wing of the Ring. Round 3, folks. We're going at it again. The first battle of 2025. The Royal Rumble edition, where all three hosts, myself, Nick, and Anthony, will answer some trivia questions, eat some hot wings, and have a lot of fun. Friday SmackDown. This weekend, Genesis. So much coming your way. And again, as we ask everybody, be a friend, tell a friend. We've loved watching this channel grow organically over the last couple of years. March 2nd will be our 3rd birthday. So we're still very young as a channel. We appreciate all the love. But as always, just take this link, share it with everybody you know. And we can't thank you enough for your love and support that way. But yeah, busy week, busy month. We are in WrestleMania season. Rumble is upon us. So much to get into. Looking forward to it. Kiana in the Rumble. Yeah, but sure. I don't know if she'd get that much of a reaction. This match is a number 1 contenders match for Belair and Naomi. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Damien. What's the tea? Yeah, Anthony, what do we got? I'm curious. I'm multitasking, and it's not always easy. It involves some of the big WWE streamers. I knew some of the stuff, and it's finally coming out. Anthony, can you send me the thread? Send it my way. Royal Rumble edition. Let's go. That's how we're going to be talking after round 3, 4, and 5. And for anybody that hasn't seen Wing of the Ring yet, go check it out. It is online. The first couple episodes, we had a lot of fun doing them. And yeah, I expect some of us to be sending some of us to have sore mouths by the end of the night. Pause. What's up, Denisha? If I haven't said hello to you yet, giving Anthony some love. When is Asuka? A Royal Rumble would be a good one for Asuka. She's been out. I think she's close to coming back. Actually, I think she was okay to come back a while ago, and we were expecting it. The Royal Rumble, I think Asuka gets a really nice pop if she comes back. Jade, I don't know. They've been very quiet about Jade. So, and again, partly why I doubt the Corey Graves stuff is because so much happens in the WWE quietly. Like nobody was out there reporting Baron Corbin is at risk of losing his job. Baron Corbin, sources say Baron Corbin. No, it just happened. And then they were like, oh, you know, a lot of the reporters out there, especially in this wrestling content, they're reactionary. They don't have genuine thoughts. They don't have genuine sources. So it's unfortunate that way. As I'm about 20 seconds away from returning to the action right now, the tag match is still going on for the number 1 contendership, but it's good times. But people like Weezy Blonde and are paid to give clips. We do know that. But hey, somebody got in there without being paid. Jade is not in the Rumble, but takes somebody out. Very possible, Chair. And again, I don't know how much longer she's out for. The original reports were, not very serious. So we'll see. Asuka, Becky, Charlotte, Alexa, Jade return at Rumble. Could. And again, remember, guys, they might not give you 6, 7, 8, 9 returns all in the same night. They might not give you 4 returns in the same Rumble. They have shown that they will be patient. They will space things out. I truly believe them moving Penta's match to this week opposed to the debut was a better choice. All day long, a lot of talk about Penta. Right? Now, if this was coming off the debut of Netflix, there would have been a lot of talk about The Rock and Cena and what Netflix did and da. Instead, this way, we definitely got a good amount of Penta. A lot of people talking about Penta today. Anthony. Penta was the focus versus an afterthought. 100%. And again, getting lost in the shuffle. The women's IC title, it kind of got overshadowed a little bit, but again, if you had done it on the Netflix, no buzz. The fact that Lyra won, good amount of love for it. Again, you want to highlight as much as possible. So if you're going to bring back a Becky, big pop. If you're going to bring back Asuka, big pop. If you're going to bring back everybody, who gets lost in the mix? Right now, we are back to the action. Isla on the outside. Alba in the ring with Jakara. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Can you do the House of Glory show? SmackDown Ricky Starks is back. We try, Damien. We try and keep an eye on it. It's tough when we got the shows all at the same time. But again, as always, we have multiple screens, and we are going to watch as much as we physically can. We will try and keep an eye on House of Glory this Friday at the same time as SmackDown, for sure. Love doing it, by the way. Big right hand. All 4 women in the ring. Blue Bear. Thanks for the last few months, guys, watching from the UK. Blue Bear, we appreciate it. We appreciate any minute of your time. Thank you for being here. Like I say, be a friend, tell a friend. We love it. We got more coming your way. This move takes too long to set up. Sometimes. Ooh. Okay. I do know some of the stuff that creators went through, and it's true because the same stuff has been done to others. Interesting. This match is great. I'm with you all the way. Big kick from Lash. Jakara rolls through into the wheelbarrow. Up goes Alba. Oh, into a cutter powerbomb or spinebuster combo. And Lash and Jackson are ready to challenge. I love the Unholy Union, but I think Lash and Jackson are outstanding. The Meta Girls. Vic, we got you beat, buddy. We got you beat, Vic. But the Meta Girls get a win. Who do you think is the next big feud for Oba in NXT? It's really hard to say, Damian. Like Nick said earlier, do you run back Trick one more time so at least you have that convincing, solidifying win? I don't know. I think they were trying to protect Trick, so that might not be the case. So we'll see. I mean, it's a tough one. But Eddie at Vengeance, or we're going to get Eddie next week. I think Eddie's a good start. Feed him Eddie. Let Eddie get ripped apart. But we go to the back. And Lexus King has his Heritage Cup trophy with Ava Rain. I think they missed the tag. The ref didn't call it. What do you think of Riddle winning the MLW World title? I think it's great. I mean, Riddle's out there still doing it. I know Riddle's a handful. He's polarizing, to say the least. But he's convinced he's going to be back in the WWE one day. So, again, if you want to get back there, you get your shit together, you show some maturity. Like a lot of times we talk about, like, oh, Riddle's just this cool bro. But then you realize, like, the dude's 40. Like, he, again, at some point we got to kind of shake ourselves and wake up a little. So, I mean, again, him being champion, maybe he shows good responsibility. He has good matches. Undeniably, no matter what you think about him, he has good matches. Now, Ridge is fighting the Dawn outside. So it looks like, I mean, Ridge and Dawn, two big boys. That's not a bad match. This is definitely winning the titles now. I listen, I'm in for it. Kalani coming to the ring. Lagging. Isn't this our 7th matchup with Meta versus Bianca and the Anonymous Partner? Not that many. And the last time they did it, there was distractions. Anytime they've had an opportunity, there's been distractions. One time they did it as an emergency fill-in, so can't really hold that against them. But again, they could win. They've been there before. Other people have gotten the way, and I mean, I would be all for it. I mean, it would be a nice surprise, a nice pop. So I'm getting the ad for Saturday Night Main Event. We will be here live January 25th. That is already stacking up.
Right. Well, do I come back on getting in the way or a nice surprise and a nice pop?
Well, we'll put it, speaking of stacking up.
There we go. I got stacks for days. But yeah. I don't mind, obviously, Lash and Jakara being the next ones in line and everything. And again, I think that's the women's tag team division as a whole is doing pretty all right.
Yeah, 100%. I'm with you, my guy. For sure.
Right. Yes, it's Kalani versus who coming up next?
Kalani, I don't know. Oh, Cora, maybe.
Cora, yeah, no, because she slapped Cora in the face, and because she had the whole thing to where she was out there just swing away, Johnny, swing away, when she was just wailing away with the kendo stick and everything.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, no, I heard you Sorry, a little parched. But I heard you mention other streamers and everything, and this is going to be my most political answer on that, which means it's not going to be political at all. Of just go ahead. I know some people watch other people and everything like that, and respect, but let's take a note of who's watching NXT right now and who ain't. Let's just keep it a buck when it comes to that. Of often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated. Of there's some people that say their shit is real and the shit is authentic at the end of every stream, and there's some people who just can't. But I'll leave it at that.
I'm literally playing catch up as we're sitting here. Yeah, as Nick said, listen, I just said we had a friend from Britain pop up. We're all over the world, folks, and the one thing you're going to get from us is genuine. We don't push anything. We don't demand for anything. We ask for support. We ask for love. Anything we get beyond that is appreciated. We grow organically. We're not using any fucking tricks. And we've done well, and we've landed ourselves in some really cool places because of it. And we got really cool shit coming your way, folks. We love doing these streams. We're live more than anybody else out there. We grind harder. We work harder. And no disrespect to anybody. We're just a different level. And again, all they have on us is time. And the more this kind of stuff pops up, the more I smile. Because again, we could do it the shitty ways a lot of people do. But that ain't us. We're here to build a family.
We do because other people can't do what we do.
Right.
Anthony, it's just gaslighting everybody into this shit. I got so much tea for y'all after stream on Thursday. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I've been waiting for all this for a day. My guy, not gonna lie, you had us in the first half. You gaslighting self bitch. Man, it's like I got a pot of tea already waiting.
Yeah. Again, if you don't want to listen to bickering, if you want to see wrestling content, come here. If you want to see people fight with each other and piss and moan about their egos, there's other streams out there. But you want two guys, three guys that call it as we see it, have a lot of fun, have no ties, no loyalty to anybody, and just have a good time. This is the place to do it.
Well, again, we've said it since day one, and a lot of other people can't say it because it doesn't roll off the tongue, but our shit is real, our shit is raw, our shit is authentic. When you're talking about that rest, you would have put that full life with it. A lot of people can't do that.
No, they can't. And again, I'm smiling. I'm in a good mood. I'm in good spirits. And again, like we were coming up to, I'm like, dude, I keep looking down, and it's just like, woo. Again, I mean, we've seen a lot of shady shit in our time, and even when we were included in the WrestleMania doc, certain people out there didn't notice, but they'll notice. And
they name everybody but us.
Yeah, so
again, that's the thing is when you make an exclusion, that exclusion speaks volumes because there's a reason why you can't say our name. Like, if anything, realistically, if we're smaller than you, we ain't doing what you doing, all that, we should be an afterthought.
Hey, Masha!
What the fuck?
Who cares what we were saying? Masha,
Right.
Masha.
I tweet on what I said, Masha.
Now people keep saying Masha. Jordan in the Rumble. Maybe true. Masha in the Rumble.
Masha follow suit like Jordan.
Listen.
You're going to get a stare down between Masha Slamovich and Jordan Grace in the Royal Rumble, and Anthony's vocal cords are going to explode.
He fucking head explodes.
Right?
All that tea just comes dribbling out. But
right.
Dude,
I'm a little teapot, pour me.
Right. And I know a big fan of Masha you are. I know what a big fan of Masha I am. But I'm telling you right now, if they could this woman can go. She can go. You put her in there with anybody, she will fuck shit up. She is outstanding. I watched her in Toronto rip a fucking ring apart. Like, she will go. To me,
everything that they thought. Yeah, everything that they thought they were getting with, even respectfully, Shayna, with Ronda, what have you, of that, you got that in spades with Masha. Of Masha will destroy people, looks like a badass, and can actually have a character, have a promo, have a personality. Yeah, sorry. I wanted to read Blueberry's comment. Yeah, best wrestling channel out there is yours. Thank you for the work, guys.
Thank you. But Corbin and Kalani are off and running. I don't even know if I put a poll up. I'm so distracted by other things here tonight.
There you go. There you go. We were out here having tea time. Tea time with Anthony. Tea time with Tony. That needs to be a fucking thing.
That's a show.
Just man's out here talking about all the wrestling drama. Tea time with Tony.
Tea time with Tony. Now, like I said, folks, simply put, we got nothing but love and respect for everybody out there that tries to do what they need to do to get by in their hustle. But this is the wrestling utopia. We are the wrestling friends you can't get in your real life. We did this just to shoot the shit, and we're having a lot of fun doing it. The fact that you guys join us is amazing to us, and we appreciate it. But this is the most unscripted, most authentic channel you can find out there. We're not popping because we want clicks. We're popping because we're fucking pumped. And that's how this goes. It just like right now, good match going on, and we're happy to bring it to you.
This is our therapy. Trust me. We've had these same level of conversations off air as much as we've had on air and everything. Right. So this is just group therapy. And I love that we got 80 something people with us. Let's see if we can invite more members into the group therapy and everything like that. Right. Well, you know, just everyone talk about how they like wrestling.
Right. That's it. I mean, Keep it respectful, run your shit, have a lot of fun with it. We won't always agree, but we'll definitely talk about it.
Oh, it would be a man after my own heart of watching wrestling. Don't even feel right with wrestling for life. Oh, and so next Tuesday, NXT North American Championship, Tony and Ridge as Cora with what was supposed to be a stomp to the back, but was more of a stomp to the ass at best on Kalani.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And the T. We found your shirt, my guy. Answer T, and it's just going to be a little fucking coffee mug there, a little teapot.
That is good. Roll up.
Dos, amigos, dos.
And by the way, folks, everything I said, humbly put out there for y'all. For the most part.
Sit down, stay humble.
Yeah, no shit. Some people are just petty fucking bitches.
No. Never expect to even get where we are and still know that there's fucking miles to go on this and everything. And I'm just glad for every fucking second of it. But yeah, sometimes when authenticity is getting called into question, you got to pull out your G card real quick.
Good match.
It's so crazy to me that Mosh is overseeing this.
I like it a lot. I mean, again, maybe you get like a Cora Jade. They're big on Kalani. Maybe it's experience for her.
I still say within 2025, we are going to get a Worlds Collide type pay-per-view or Forbidden Door, what have you, of NXT and TNA.
I think we both had that on our prediction, 2025 bold predictions. I really think that in 2025 we're due for this mono a mono between TNA and NXT. I like it a lot.
If we don't get that, we're at least going to get, like Anthony was talking about it, with an all women's pay-per-view again. We get an Evolve 2.0 or anything like that. But yeah, I think, or Evolution 2.0 or whatever the Christ. Anyways, but I think we're either going to get an all women's pay-per-view or we're very much going to get the TNA NXT crossover show.
I really do. I agree with that for sure.
Right. It's taking Kalani for the win. Chris, if Cora was even in Ruthless Aggression era, the crowd would destroy her like they did Lita and Edge, huh? Especially when they showed up in ECW matches.
You might have to
Are
elaborate.
You just talking about enhancements. This man's so focused on enhancements.
I didn't know you guys.
Well, I mean, everybody did say things about Steph. That's still one of the best promos I think of all time. It's Steph, Rhino, and Booker, and then Jericho and The Rock on the ramp. That's still one of my favorite promo segments of all time.
Oh, amazing! Yeah, I mean they've had some really, really good ones. I mean things were so.
Yes, Cora Jade gets the 3.
Cora Jade needed a nice win.
That's true. Yeah, she's been a little jobber boob of the foo since she's came back. So yeah.
Right. No, this is good. I mean, again, and I'm still just pumped about Masha.
Yeah, well, again, does she hop the guardrail? Does she do anything? She's just there observing.
It's just teasing, just teasing. And remember all the reporters out there, oh, TNA and NXT are done. It's over. The relationship's not like they've stopped it. And wrong again.
Again, shout out the merch. But yeah. Hit it. What the? Why are you cutting this from the fucking parking lot, my guy?
Yeah, Eddie going to
yeah. Well, and he's out there. You see the full moon. See again. He's out there again. His native name is Crying Wolf. By the way, shout out Eddie because I know he's actually shared some more before. So, Eddie, friend of the channel, but yeah, my guy.
What up, Eddie?
Shout out to our general manager, Ava.
Eddie Thorpe thinks he's Kevin.
This is, though, honestly the best thing. Like, is this not arguably one of the best heels in NXT in a minute?
Yeah, he turned it on quick time, and Eddie was a bit lost. He did the his original gimmick to his heritage. Thought that was kind of cool, but then it kind of lost its traction. He got injured.
He was the DJ out there scratching the ones and twos.
Yeah. Yeah, all of a sudden he was spinning during matches. We were like, this is the weirdest shit ever. And we thought maybe he was just kind of dead in the water at that point. And then he kind of became this. This is so much better.
Well, and even then you had like the best swerve, like arguably in NXT of the last year was the whole Eddie gets taken out of the match. Oh no, I took myself out. So, then you can sit there and, I can in an instant title match now.
Right.
As they are showing all the footage and stills and everything from LA. So yes, T's and P's from everyone from LA to the west coast of Canada, from the Pinewood Forest to the Purple Mountains.
Right.
And I mean, everyone dealing with this shit.
A big shout out to all the first responders, all the people from the States, Mexico, Canada that have jumped into action.
Bro, they've been having dudes out of prison just to hop in and be firefighters. Right?
Oh, we got Fraxium talking to Josh Briggs and Inamuri.
Is that what you have when you turn 40? You have an Inamuri?
In the morning, when the moon,
when the Briggs books you for a tag match, it's in a more.
Jokes, but Inamori and Briggs NXT parking lot is almost a dangerous place in WWE. Yeah, no, it really is. I'm with you.
Facts.
Out the mud here.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised. Well, they, by the way, you forget how big and brolic they are.
Big dudes.
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't realize Frazer was out there with the Rip Hamilton mask too.
Yes, we've had several of them going around as of recent. Somebody asked about Masha real quick. Masha Slamovich is the TNA Knockouts champion. She beat Jordan Grace after trying what felt like 20 times. Oh, we got a fight, but OTM scheduled for a tag match tonight. And they're already scrapping.
This is going to be their fucking out. This is going to be their out.
Yep. We go to commercial break.
Right.
Out the mud might actually win. Interesting. That'd be shocking.
After that, I don't know. But you were saying about Masha Slamovich and everything.
Yeah, TNA Knockouts champion, GCW. She's had titles there. She's been in death matches. She fights anybody and everybody, regardless of gender. She is an absolute beast. If you haven't seen Masha, look her up. Check out some of her highlights. She's friendly to the show. We'll put it that way. So we appreciate every time she gives us some love. But yeah, she's an outstanding wrestler.
Oh, absolutely. She's former JCW World Champion, Jersey Championship Wrestling. She's been out there in GCW. She's been out there in TNA. And what was it? It was either 2023 or 2024 to where this is what really crossed my fucking hairs here to where she was top 15 overall on the PWI 250, but was ranked lower than that on the women's PWI. So I'm like, how the fuck is that a fucking thing? But yeah.
Yeah, no, and this Anthony's bang on. I really like the Masha and Speedball have had some really good matches. Masha and Nick Gage had a really good match, but Masha Jacob fought too. Jacob took this woman to the woodshed, and she did not back down at all.
Well, did you see even to where now Chelsea Green's out there saying, Penta, I'm coming for you. I remember Lucha Underground, which, by the way, shout out WWE of actually mentioning Lucha Underground. Surprising.
Yeah, no, it's good. I think, I mean, very interesting because that's such a niche. But dude, I saw a lot of people last night go, oh, I was looking at Penta, and what's this Lucha Underground thing? Like, I saw many people kind of like, oh, what was this? And a lot of content creators I saw, there was a good handful that took a little bit of heat. Speaking of Penta as like an AEW guy, yes, his last place that he landed was AEW, but some people don't realize Penta had a long career before AEW. He established himself. He matters. I think Cole said it last night. Like Ray's number one. Penta's in the conversation for 2, 3, 4.
No, and I actually more of just had to be the super terrible wrestling nerd of like, is he a CMLL guy? Is he a AAA guy? And then had to like through the Google fact checks and find out no, he done both, because that's the thing, is that's where I remember him from, is you're seeing him more on like a Triple Mania. I remember Penta more on a Triple Mania than I do on a Revolution, Full Gear, what have you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, I think there's so much that could be done. I mean, it's how do you argue with it, Nick?
Right. Well, I'm gonna click on Ronan's real quick here of KJ and Big Nick. Any chance on doing a WrestleMania watch along of old WrestleMania pay-per-views leading up to WrestleMania 41?
Ronan, hang tight. That is something we did once upon a time. If the world and the universe lines up accordingly, we may consider watching some old wrestling with y'all. And maybe we've been talking for like a year and a half about doing a movie night. We still got to consider doing a movie night. We'll probably do a members only stream. So if you're not a member, be a member. But yeah, we're highly considering doing some stuff. So we'll see.
I'll put it this way: if y'all really want this and everything, anyone, whether you're watching this live, whether you're watching the replay, whether what have you, put a comment in the chat, make it known, be vocal about that, and then we'll make sure that we do it and everything like that. We'll keep you abreast of the situation as we did before. But yeah, we'll make sure of how we're gonna handle this situation. All that. Pause. Yeah,
100%. But we got the I'm assuming the main event.
We about to have OTM as tag champs in NXT before Grand Theft Auto 6. What are we talking about?
Right. Might be right on time marketing wise.
Right. They're about to be tag champs in GTA.
Right. But folks, get your votes in. Who you taking? But yeah, we are rolling along.
Shit, actually, they could do that. GTA, greatest tag team alive. There you go. It might be braggadocious, but fuck it. It works with the name.
Right. Penta versus Chelsea Green is a banger. I love being kept abreast.
Kept abreast.
You motorboating son of a bitch.
Yeah, right. He likes going tit for tat, does Boston.
Right. Yeah, I'll take a breast, thigh, or leg. But watching the old WrestleMania is how I discovered this great channel. I say we bring it back one more time. Definitely. Again, we've been Nick, myself, and Anthony are always trying to come up with ideas to bring you guys more. So stay tuned for that. We're
and again, we've talked about this, that, when it comes to content, when it comes to streaming and everything, keep it a buck. The more that you guys help this channel, guys and gals, everybody that's watching, helps this channel grow, helps this channel reach subscribers, the super chats and everything, makes this become much more of a viable option to where we can sit there and bring you even more content, all this that we've even thought of, everything.
Absolutely. Axiom retains and probably fight DIY for both tag titles. No, I think if they're going to go after if they go after DIY, I think they won't have titles when they do it.
Boston, a man after my own heart. You're cheating on me with Anthony. What?
Right.
Ready to rumble ain't it? I'm out.
Right.
I will rule you. I even honestly, again, I would like again, folks, if you want to see all of this, spread the word, spread the good gospel of wrestling, everything like that. The more we grow, the more these options become much more viable and much more a thing that we can easily fit in and everything. 100%. But I would like to go through some like the old school WCW stuff and everything.
Yeah, I mean, some of the WCW would be great. I got the ECW would be a lot of fun.
Oh, I'd love that.
That'd be great. And even something like a Lucha Underground would be a hell of a time.
That'd be interesting.
Like really do like kind of run through some of the old like the niche wrestling things that
fair enough. I was more thinking of stuff that now because you got the whole library there at your fingertips. Stuff that we could find a little bit easier.
True. Coming next week, the Smoky Mountain Wrestling watch along.
Right. South Paul Regional Wrestling live stream.
What I think is fun about going back to the old stuff is we look at it so fondly, right? Those rose-colored glasses, and to watch it and realize, like, holy fuck, some of this looks really bad. And when all the wrestlers look like your dad and his friends, they didn't always come to the ring looking like athletes. They were big dudes. That's it.
Yeah, when the rose tinted kind of starts to fade is when it gets fun.
Right. But I'm always
DIY watching.
Appreciate you guy. I don't know why I said it like that, MDB. But yeah,
you guy, my guy.
What up, gay? But yeah, no, we love it. We love it.
But yes, folks, let us know who you're taking, whether you're taking OTM out in the mud or you're taking Not Man and Robin, Axiom and Frazer, Fraxium.
Chat has Fraxium at 74%. So
who you got?
I'm gonna go Fraxium. If OTM pulls this off, I'll be shocked. I think there's gonna be tomfoolery and shenanigans, but if OTM pulls this off, I'll be shocked.
For that very reason, I am going to take out the mud. I think we're gonna shock and awe of this. Could you even see of maybe they don't split, but Fraxium goes to the main roster, sans belts, but they stay intact. They go like, imagine a tag team division on SmackDown, and your top three teams are Motor City Machine Guns, DIY, and Not Man and Robin.
Right. Exactly. No, I like the idea. I think we've seen them, like we saw the War Raiders last night. Triple H is working on that tag team division, folks. I know there's some criticisms and earned criticism. He's working on it. So the idea that DIY could move up and give us some bangers, let's fucking go.
Right. Well, the biggest criticism is the goddamn music because it's terrible. Oh
my God.
Again, though, but that's the thing is OTM is they're dogs. Like we even saw them with the little backstage segment and everything. Like you forget how big them fuckers are and everything.
100%.
OTM for the win.
Big dude.
Right. Please welcome to the ring Tom Shenanigans and Tom Foolery. What? How'd you know my real name?
Right. As we are about 3 minutes away from the return of the action, folks, in what I believe is the main event tonight, but there's a lot of time on the clock, Nick. What has anything else been slated?
So
something else, right?
We had the Oba. we had Roxanne and Julia. Roxanne and Julia will be the main event. Or did we already get that? Did I miss that?
Roxanne and Julia are fighting tonight?
No, of Julia. They were doing the whole segment of Julia will celebrate, and Roxanne was going to announce her status. So I think that will, if we haven't had that already, because I took the pause. I don't know if one didn't take another, but that might be the main.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, we'll see if there's any twists or turns here.
Do you like ending back-to-back NXTs on in-ring promo segments? I mean, Dwayne kind of that up for a lot of people.
Yeah, well, I mean, Dwayne's the exception, and I'm really curious and excited for what happens with Roxanne, Julia. Hey, maybe it's Jordan Grace. Hi.
Masha just runs
Masha
out.
jumps the rail. I don't know.
Right?
Let's go. I mean, I can't really hold him accountable for The Rock. The Rock's a bit of a fucking missile. So you try and tell him what to do.
Yeah, Dwayne, stay home, because Mance was on all the Terramana. I feel like when he was talking last week.
Right. New Jack may go down as the craziest mother effer in the wrestling history. He literally, he was a different breed. He really was.
Yeah.
I think what people overlook is that New Jack was a really good promo. Like he's a great character, so to speak, but really authentic. I'm not saying he wasn't authentically him.
We're not that authentic. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
I don't know if we're New Jack authentic.
Right. We're not.
We might throw people off scaffolds.
We're not throw you from a scaffold authentic.
Right. That man. Well, that's the thing. It was a little bit of Mans was real. Mans was about that. And he was.
Whoa.
People remember New Jack because he was talented and crazy, not just because he was crazy.
Yeah, no, he was out there. He was out to lunch. He didn't fuck around. He kept.
But he was talented as son of a bitch, though, too.
Oh, but I mean, there was, again, even if you go back to his Smoky Mountain stuff, he was really good once upon, like in that regard. He wasn't just the crazy guy.
No, ECW, his brain up. This is your brain. This is your brain on ECW.
Mm-hmm. I could see Roxanne Perez announcing the Royal Rumble. I had that thought as well, Damien. I really did.
She takes out her mentor, AJ Lee.
That'd be crazy. I
think it'll probably happen.
Can we do one of those house angles? Like, Roxanne shows up at the Punk house, kicks Larry, and like DDTs, AJ in the middle of the living room.
Fair enough. When you said house initially, I guess my brain's been set to daytime trauma. If I thought like she's gonna out of the blue diagnose AJ Lee with some condition that no one ever thought of. Bronco out here with a fucking huge ass suplex on Axiom, and now just working the neck crank.
Big knee. They are, like you said, man, they're linebackers. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, this is the Denver Broncos linebacking crew taking on, your local YMCA basketball team.
Right.
Backslide 1, 2, dos amigos. That's why I still don't like. You could have Axiom and Frazer lose this, and still, I think it opens up the tag team division. It moves Axiom and Frazer maybe towards the main roster, transfer portal, what have you.
Right.
Solidifies a bit more your tag division, and you can now reset. You can recalibrate of this is what the NXT tag division is now. We sat there and had every tag team out there fighting each other.
Yeah. Two.
His name is Bronco. Yes, it's Bronco and Nima.
How do you feel about, should the men's tag team titles be the same as the women's? One title, rotate, traveling.
Oh, no.
No?
Not now. Oh, fucking rock bottom earnage, fucking bookend of I at least would keep them separate amongst the two of Raw and SmackDown. If you're saying get rid of the NXT ones, I'll concede that much more than
no, that's what I mean. Like you swallow up. Like Fraxium fights DIY. DIY beats them and dissolves the titles into one, and then they float, kind of like just like the women are doing.
Does that save your tag team division in the short term to sacrifice it for the long term? Because then you nullify a bit your tag titles if they're not just main roster titles, they're also developmental NXT titles. Yeah.
I'm okay like the women because the NXT women that have gotten opportunities have deserved it, and it brings them into a nice spotlight beforehand. Now, again, you'd have to take the War Raiders belts as well, which you're not going to do. DIY can eat that loss. But I think it might make the tag team division a little more competitive, though.
I think it works with the women's because you're still setting up that division. The men's, I don't know, because I think the divisions have been a bit established or should hope to be established. I think it's just you have lack of depth at that. Double submission. No taps.
No, they're powering out. Both men. Good showing for OTM.
Yeah, the military would be mad. OTM not playing the taps.
Wow.
Oh
shit.
Suplex and just tosses that man onto his own partner.
Right. I can see the case being made for only one set of men's tags, but NXT should have their own. Everything NXT as a developmental system should be separate.
Yep.
Fair enough. I understand that.
That's a valid argument.
A little bit. Now, I mean, I could argue that NXT's done a really good job of kind of stepping out as more than just a developmental, but I get your point, Boston. I know we do talk a lot about too many belts on the wrestling shows anyway.
Would you that man just turned Axiom concave. But would you say that NXT's
look at
I don't know. He didn't land that perfect, but that was creative and clever as shit. Of this man was going for like
they're gonna win
DDT into the fucking slam. And how does your body fold like that? But yeah. 1, 2, 2.
Nice.
There's both of you standing right there, just dogpile on him. But I would argue that in 2024, NXT's tag division was better than any other promotion's tag division outside of maybe TNA.
I would agree. And I mean, I think Tag Team of the Year went to Fraxium for a reason. Every time we kind of doubted them as like the little engines that couldn't, they proved us wrong. Like they kept winning. And good match. This is a great match. OTM, we haven't said much about ever. Tonight, we're like, look at these guys go.
Yeah, well, you even nailed it when you were talking about the match initially of we're going to see what we're going to get out of them. And goddamn the day they deliver.
Right.
This is fucking allow me to reintroduce myself.
Big drop kick. The champion's looking good.
Who's Legal Man, though? Legal Man. Bronco just shoves off Frazer. Double team.
The blind tag gets pushed off a second time.
Step up into the back of the head. Rose such a fucking clutter.
Right in the back of the head. Axiom's up. I mean, Nathan Frazer's up.
Both men up. Splash through the table. Onto a super Spanish fly.
Big Spanish fly. This is what these guys do. It blows my mind.
Super kick. 1, 2, 3.
Still your world champions. That's lovely, Nick. What an end to that match.
A hell of a way to end it. Absolutely.
And Nathan Frazer, I mean, he's been putting on a clinic. Axiom not to be left behind also.
Shout out homie there on the fucking OTM that's doing the so and everything.
And DIY not in.
The greatest team in NXT history.
Stargirl. But up next, folks, we will be getting Roxy to close this one out. About 10 minutes left on the clock, and a car pulling up. A Mercedes. Sasha Banks and Sasha. No, I'm just kidding.
Who's here?
Whose boots are those? These boots are made. That's Jordan Grace. Let's go.
No, the calves are too skinny. And I was almost going to say, it might be a woman, but again, I was like, skinny calves. Corey Graves?
Anybody got a guess based on those shoes? Who just got out of the Mercedes?
These boots were made for walking.
And I'm not talking about Okada, who just got out of the Mercedes. But let us know. Let us know. Doing poorly in voting. Who? What? This is going to be big.
Polling negatively? What?
No, never. AJ Lee?
No.
MDP with a hope and a prayer. Becky Lynch? Nah.
I bet you Graves. I bet you.
Corey Graves?
I bet you Graves. I mean, hatched by aliens. Shut the fuck up, Anthony.
Wendy Chu!
No, because she didn't come. You didn't see like a fucking onesie or anything like that. Be draping on the fucking ground.
Yeah, let's be real.
She's a prime investor in Snuggies and everything like that.
Right.
Now I'm telling you, weak ankles, thin calves, Corey Graves.
Who else? Camille.
No, thick calves, strong ankles.
Right, opposite.
Exact opposite.
Yeah, Rosemary ain't rolling up in a Mercedes, and I don't mean that she couldn't. I mean, it's just not her style.
Yeah, no, she's showing up in a fucking Hearst. Yeah,
that's a solid no on that one, Mr. Chris.
Bull strategy, Cotton.
Scarlet Flair. She got thin ankles.
No. Well, I'm like, who's gonna sit there and throw a muck, throw a fit, throw a fuss at NXT? That's gotta be Kane. It's Blue Kane.
Maybe KJ White or Big Nick. Well, first off, we are here, unfortunately. And second,
you don't know, we could be on tape. We'll pull the Adam Cole of when am I kicking your ass right now?
Right. Grace or Corey? Carmella. I think Carmella has a little more fine designer.
No high heels.
Mandy Rose.
Oh,
look at Nick. We know.
Yes, we know.
Come on. I was going to say, second problem is neither one of us has ankles that skinny. That's not even my wrist.
I got lunch lady ankles. You ever watch Triple X where he's talking to Sam Jackson and he's like, "You're telling me a girl who's worked so many years in a diner wearing heels and everything?" Yeah, that's me.
Right? Sloppy Joe. Sloppy
Joe. That's me and KJ every night. Right? Sloppy Joe. Lunch lady land.
Lady, you're freaking us out. Lunch lady ankles. Yes. Hashtag lunch lady ankles. But the Prodigy
LLA, and no one will know what the fuck you're talking about. That's Roxanne, and she definitely don't have lunch lady ankles, but she got Save Them Lives.
Oh. She's subtle. Like, is this goodbye?
Ass.
Lankles. Hashtag Lankles. Lankables.
Is that the evolved form of Kankles?
Yeah.
Lankles.
So this is interesting for Roxy. Very humble so far.
But that's where I feel she's gonna pull the fucking rug.
So long, farewell.
Vito's saying goodbye. Yeah, but no, I think that she's gonna eventually she'll pull the rug. If that's what made her work as a heel in the first place, if she acted genuine and authentic, And then Ansel was like,
the night.
why don't you all eat a bag of you-know-whats?
She getting a lot of love, dude. Like, she getting a lot
she's
of...
talented as shit.
But she's thanking the fans. We did it.
Cool, Ron Artest. A lot of people aren't a big fan of Ron Artest and everything like that, but you appreciate what he fucking did for the game.
Meta world peace. Watch your mouth.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, he's gonna make me meta world peace if I don't call him that.
Babyface Rock promo. I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm with you. You suck. Yeah, here it comes.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the rug pull.
Yeah, here it comes.
This is the Hot 2 coin rug pull.
Makes me even sadder.
The state of the women's division.
Without me as champion. Alexa
See
Bliss.
again.
That's not a bad show with the feet.
Pivot. No one's gonna love this women's division as much as I am. So do you think is she still so long farewell, or do you run it back? Three amigos.
I don't think this is necessarily goodbye. I think there's a twist coming here. This is not a good promo. Then you are not listening with your ears, sir. This is a wonderful promo. Solid, strong. The crowd's reacting when they need to react. And again, bringing the emotion down for whatever is about to happen. You don't deserve me.
It is interesting to me, though. And again, it shows to the strength of the NXT women's division that we're ending the show with a promo. Second week in a row, we're ending with
we got Bayley!
Hey, Bayley! Ooh. Huh. I want to know, will you be my girl?
Bayley in the house. And again, this might be that anointing match.
This is the, welcome to the fucking main roster, kid.
Right? Here you go.
You got to take on Yamila Anderson.
And Roxy's smiling, but like trying not to. It's Alex Shelley. No.
With tits. What?
Tuesday Night Rocks. Welcome back.
And the thing, though, Bayley's one of those that had, like, Bayley isn't Bayley without NXT.
No, not at all. Okay. She really not going to hug nobody? Boo. Bayley finally gets to wrestle her protege. Wait. Okay.
Oh, and
I didn't
Roxanne instantly. Wait. I didn't ask for your advice. Sorry. I don't know who you're talking to, but I didn't ask for it.
Right. Bayley's overused. Chair, I can't agree with you, buddy. Bayley is a vet. Bayley is a star. And Bayley, when you want to test somebody in the ring, Bayley's going to give you a work.
What is it with wrestling fans of like, can we have more than one women's wrestling match like a week? And then when you have more than one women's wrestling match a week, they're like, they're overused. I'm sick of them. Why do I keep seeing them? Like, what the fuck do you want?
Right.
Honestly. Like Bayley's overused, Liv's overused, Rhea's overused. In that person, this person. What the fuck? I see there's no pleasing you.
Dude, it's no different. It's the same vibe with like music and shit. Oh, everybody loved that band. Then they blew up and all their shit. You can't be a top.
Listen, if you want to check out other girls, because clearly you can't get around actual girls, go and hit next on a fucking tab and everything like that. Go from page 1 to page 2, and I'm sure you'll find more. What?
But yeah, Bayley and Roxy going back and forth right now. Wait.
Jose, I need an invite to this club. We in the club saying, Bayley. Right. Bayley Jarrett. Shut the fuck up, FTV. And so we're getting executive producers. So we're after I win the title this Friday, what? What the?
Oh, Bayley versus Tiffy Friday.
Fair enough.
And we're
Well, that shit
fighting.
is cut right off. I was like,
the fighting just wraps. We go off the air almost mid promo. We just wound it down, end with a scrap. Bailey, Roxy, I like it. Not sure if that should have been the last thing we saw tonight, but man, nice cliffhanger.
Yeah, but no, that wasn't an intended cliffhanger of like I even see a couple of people saying I think they missed their out.
Oh no, it didn't cut off on mine though. Like
what the hell were you, Canada?
Yeah, like they were fighting and then they went off the air. We even got like we got the credits.
Well, the hell were you then? Because no, I got literally credits. I had the fucking, da da da. I had the Arrested Development music playing. I had Bailey sitting there talking to Roxanne and like mid-sentence, just dun dun. We're done.
I mean, it was a matter of seconds, but we literally got the credits. Executive producer Paul Levesque, yeah, and then they started fighting. Cat fight breaks out. And we go off the air. It was perfect. Again, I know some people are going to question it, but Bailey going down, and to me, this is a moment. Roxy's moment. Are you ready? This is your step into the door. Meet your gatekeeper. Good luck.
This is your moment. Yeah, this is your actually the but no, I feel like we've been there before, especially it was Raw, wasn't it? It was like a live segment to where you got the end of it, and I'm like, where the fuck did they go? And just went dark.
Right. Yeah, right. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we take a rating out of 10 on every single show. So let us know how you felt about the show tonight. What did you like? What didn't you like? Nick and I are going to hang around for a little bit, just talking about the show that was. But NXT has gone off the air. Bailey saying, I'm coming for you, or you can fight me when I'm done taking the title on Friday. So I expect Roxanne Perez to be there at SmackDown, and the reason why Bailey does not get the W, which sets that up. Bailey, Roxy, Vengeance Day sounds like it's got a nice ring to it. Again, overall, a really good show. Went super fast. Axiom gets the best match we've ever seen out of OTM. Some stuff was built up good. We don't know what's going on with Oba though. Yeah, not a bad one.
Right? What you giving it?
I'd go 7.5. I see Vance gave 7.5. I go 7.5.
7 is where I'll meet you at. I could see very much what you were even saying with Bailey and Roxanne. If Roxanne shows up on a SmackDown, because you see that being a situation in the Rumble of Roxanne shows up, she jumps out, Bailey, what have you.
Right.
Overall, I think it was an interesting show. You had the little chain of events of Oba comes out, then Tony, then Ridge, and we've spiraled out of that. Yeah, I'm still like a 7.
Yeah, I mean, again, solid show. Didn't blow my socks off, but really good tag team match. I thought Shotzi and Vaquer was really good. Shotzi going to go on to be #1 contender. Staff's going to continue the chase. Still has beef with the champ. Oba's promo to open the show was solid. Again, maybe not mind-blowing. Eddie and again, setting him up for Eddie's not bad. I like what they've done with Eddie. Tony D looks like he's going to be fighting our other buddy Ridge Holland. So, I mean, good stuff happened. It was just a good show.
Does it get a half point because Masha?
Well, 10 out of 10 for TNA. So there you go. Anthony.
Well, from the TNA judge, the Russian judge, very much, scoring high for the Russian score. Yeah.
0 to 10. No, that's a lie. Ava was on the show tonight, so you give that a 10.
Why you gotta do her like that?
Sorry, nepotism's a thing. 8 out of 10.
I was just gonna say, well, we don't show ours on screen, so you can't say nothing.
I have lovely ankles. 7 out of 10.
I have the ankles of a ballerina.
7.5 out of 10. 6.5. Okay, so a little bit of a lower range. I could see why. Can't spell Netflix without NXT. Well played.
Facts. What I do. This is Anthony's new T-shirt. TNA.
Right. TNA. I like it. I've yet to view A's lower half. You're daring. Yeah, we usually stop at the navel and just stop.
Naval ran. But no, overall, I don't think it was a bad NXT show. It wasn't, again, it wasn't blow your socks off. You're not writing your friend that hasn't watched wrestling since Raw on Netflix. Make sure you tune into NXT tonight. Surprisingly, again, no Corey Graves, no reference to Graves. So how many people are going to instantly be going out? It's a shoe. He left. He told him to go fuck himself. See,
right?
I still think you might have said it. We could get Graves hits a super kick on Pat McAfee on Raw.
I'm down. I will pop if Adam Graves just shows up and fucks up Pat McAfee's shit, like ruins his day. And at the Rumble, it's Pat versus Graves for the booth next to Michael.
Right? It's Michael Cole on custody on a ladder match there.
Right.
But, yeah. Good show. Not, I would say, a great show. Right. Really surprised they had Masha there. Believe that they almost could have changed the tag titles. I think it was really smart and really cool with Fallon takes out Stephanie, and they show all in picture, at least for me, of Stephanie searching high and wide for her. And it shows we're getting there down the road, but we're going to set the marks there first. So 7 to me, 7.25 if you're feeling lucky.
Right. Bailey picked the fight last night. Now she's here and goes to SmackDown. Well, they were in her hometown on Monday. Give her some love. Tonight, I love what they did tonight. And SmackDown, again, you're going to find a way to keep her away from the belt by doing what you're about to do. Again, if every week she was on all 3 shows, we'll have a talk. But this would be an anomaly. And I like Bailey a lot, so I'm not going to bitch. And if you
out of the best friends and everything of Bailey and Sasha, who would you say right now would you take, Bailey or Mercedes? Yeah, I know your answer. I'm asking the people.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, is that for reals? Yeah, no. I mean, Bailey brings so much to the table. And again, I love her. So I think they're going to do well with this. And again, if it gets to feeling too much, then we'll have a chat. But I think right now we're okay with it.
Absolutely. Yamile Anderson over strong.
Right. About all I can muster. That's a different comment. Yeah, overall good show. There's nothing wrong with a 7. I mean, that's if you on a weekly basis are putting out somewhere between a 7 and 8 out of 10, we're pretty happy as wrestling fans. I mean, we're gonna get 9s in there, we're gonna get 6s. Hopefully, we don't get too many 5s. But I mean, again, sometimes you can't give out every show a 10 out of 10. This one could have had some more uptick. I don't know about. I get it. It's Bailey and Roxanne fighting off. Leaving a teaser for show up on Friday to see Bailey fight Tiffy. But overall, a very good show.
100%. And I think it's very much an interesting way to send it off. And AW out there starting to sound like, fake phone number with 555-555-5555 when it comes to ratings and everything.
Right. Remember when the ring announcer used to get physical? We've lost the art of that a little bit.
When the fuck did you ever see the Fink get physical?
The Finky would get roughed up once in a while.
Well, the last time I remember is Lillian sitting there taking a digger off the fucking apron there.
Right. Yeah, and for the American viewers watching on USA, I mean, you might have been cut short. Just so everyone knows, it didn't apply for everybody. So it'll be fun to see some people being mad and some people not. So. But again, sets up Friday real nice. And again, NXT's generally been pretty consistent through 2024. And I love it. For everybody out there that reported that TNA and NXT were done with each other, whoopsie.
But again, that's the crazy part to me is you'll have these people that are journalists that will say something and say multiple things that are widely inaccurate and get publicly called out for being widely inaccurate.
Yeah.
That never happened.
Right.
No.
What are the odds? Jared, I used to like a good, I mean, I think that we've seen it over the years, like a reason for a commentator, especially a former wrestler, to get coaxed out of the off the table and into the ring. I think you're right. We've had some of those in the past. Jerry Lawler has had it happen a couple times. Pat's probably your best bet, or Corey if he's healthy.
Well, and could you imagine even Corey sitting there and he's just behind, say, Pat in the car in like the seats? He's got a ticket. I'm not famous enough to be where you are, right? And Pat will still chirp back, because I saw a lot of that discourse online today of which is better, Corey or Pat. To me, I don't think there's really a comparable. To me, I think they both bring different aspects to it. They both offer something and both bring something of value, just from different avenues and different ways of getting there.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I mean, I like them both a lot. I know there's a lot of Pat haters out there. One thing you got to remember with wrestling fans, they don't like things that are new. They don't like change.
They hate outsiders, but want outsiders.
They don't know what they want. Some days they want.
They're the Scottish of fucking rest of fandoms of, with Willie out there. I hate all the wrestling fans except the stuff. I hate all the wrestling fans except the wrestling fans. Like, they're just mad to be mad.
Right. But enjoy some Lucha Underground. If you don't know what that is, go check it out. It's worth a watch. Anthony said he was going to watch some Lucha Underground. We might have to do something about Lucha. It's a really good show. I loved it. But that's it, folks. That is NXT. As always, thank you for being here tonight. Check out all our socials. Check us out on Discord. Be a part of the family. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Take our link. Share it with everybody you know. We got more content, more fun coming your way. Maximum Carnage tomorrow. I don't know what it means, but it's provocative and it gets the people going. But we will be here live all week long. Wing Show Thursday, SmackDown Friday, Genesis coming up. Anthony's got your preview for Genesis with a special guest. That's going to be a fun one. So much coming your way, folks. Make sure you be a friend, tell a friend. And that's NXT, a good one tonight. Let's go.
Often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated. We do what we do because other people can't do what we do. Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you're talking about that rest, you better put that for life with it.
And to certain people out there, cry me a river. Oh, see you on the flip side. Come back tomorrow. Good night.